Well, hello everybody. I hope that you had a great weekend. And I hope that you got to check out my top 3 modern Jeskai bombs of all time Sunday vlog. If you didn't, I'm going to put a link in the upper right hand corner of the screen so that you can check that out. Esper players, you have spoken and decided that Esper is the deck that I would play this week. Now, some of you specifically said Esper Control, and maybe one of you said Esper Draw Go. I think Esper would have won anyway, but I decided to lump all of you guys into the same Esper category, and this is the deck that I'm going to play this week. I don't want to play a full-on do-nothing control deck, because I don't really think that that is a great deck for Modern. I think a deck that, whether it's Jeskai or Esper or Blue-White, I think a deck that can mix in proactivity has a much better shot. If you look at the Blue-White decks, they have 3 mana Gideon pretty often, so they do have a way to generate some pressure against the opponent's life total. If you look at Jeskai Control, obviously they have Bolt, Snap, Bolt, and I think that if an Esper deck is going to do well, it's something like this, which also has the ability to pressure the opponent's life total. This particular list is from this gentleman here, H.J. Kaiser. He went 8-0 at a, I believe this was a Magic Online PTQ. It says Modern PTQ, but I want to say it's a Magic Online one. Anyway, that is nothing to sneeze at. 8-0 is a great performance. I made one small change. I thought about making some other changes as well. He has 3 Stony Silence. Now, I don't know if this is just for Tron, which isn't played a ton right now. If it's for Lantern Control because he anticipated that he was going to play against it a bunch. Or if it's just for Affinity. I mean, obviously it's for all those. But the thing about at least the Affinity matchup, which is kind of the only one that I would slightly metagame against, if you will. Not even metagame, but just expect to play against. It seems like this deck already has a good matchup. Lingering Souls is really good against them. We have a lot of good removal. We have good counter spells against them. We have Supreme Verdict. We have like something like Click that can flash in and surprise block. I don't think that Affinity is an area that the deck struggles with. So I'm sure he had an intention behind it, but I trimmed a Stony Silence for Celestial Purge just because it's a nice, efficient, pretty versatile removal spell in Modern. Some other things I thought about Zealous Persecution, but upon further reflection, I don't think this deck really wants that. Like, it's nice to sometimes have like 5 or 6 Lingering Souls tokens, or 4 or whatever, and then suddenly be like, haha, I got you. I block, and a bunch of your creatures die, and none of mine do, or kill you out of nowhere. But this is a control deck. It's not really looking to suddenly pile on a bunch of damage. If it can't kill you, you know, in 3 attacks with Lingering Souls, then it doesn't really, like, this type of deck doesn't really care so much. It's fine to play a longer game. So I don't think a card like Zealous Persecution is what I want. I also thought about Glimmer of Genius. I just wasn't sure what I would cut because I think Glimmer is probably good enough in Modern. It's exactly what control decks want. It's card selection, it's card advantage, it's at instant speed. But while I thought for a moment, okay, I'll cut these Esper Charms, I kind of don't think I want to do that because if you look at the sideboard here, against some decks you get to bring in an additional 4 removal spells, or 4 discard spells, which gives you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 discard spells in the deck. And I think against certain matchups, it's going to be really nice to have the discard mode from Esper Charm pair up with your other discard spells. So while I think that this deck would be happy to run Glimmer of Genius, I wasn't sure what to cut. And I wasn't sure that I wanted to cut a Cryptic Command. And then also I felt like, you know what, the guy went 8-0 in the matchup. I don't really want to change anything. So the only change I decided to make was the 1 Stony Silence for Celestial Purge, and I'm going to kind of leave everything else the way that it was. There's not too much to say about the cards. I'm sure all of you guys know what they do. They're all very good. Path is good. Push is good. We have a lot of cantrips. We have 4 Thought Scours to support, you know, putting Lingering Souls in the graveyard, make our Logic Nuts better, help Tasker be better. Might be able to trim on 1 or 2 Thought Scours because I don't know that I don't think we're trying to pump out Tasker super quickly. But I guess one nice thing about it is it lets you cast the back half of Lingering Souls for 2 mana on turn 4 and then also hold up a Logic Knot or something like that. So there is that to consider. But like I said, I'm not going to try to make any changes to a deck that I don't know that well. Don't think I have much more to say. Um, let's get into some games. All right, we're here for round 1 with Esper Control, and I think we got a mulligan this. It's got 1 land. This is probably better. Snap into path. We'll keep that. I guess we'll scry land at the top. We're gonna need to get to 4 mana anyway. Actually, no, I probably should put land on the bottom. Like I think it's really likely that over the next 3 land drops we draw another land. What is this? Cycling? Huh. Maybe we are playing against Living End, and this is just like the only land they had, and they're gonna use it to cycle everything else in their hand. Or maybe it's just Valakut, and they're just trying one of these, I guess. Yeah, it's Valakut. Okay, that is our key to victory. And it's probably going to be too slow. And we're probably going to play against... My guess, the last couple times I've played against this deck online, it's been Titan Shift. Jeez. Alright. I am going to flash in a Snapcaster Mage. 1, 2. Maybe I'm not. I'm not. I lied. I'm not because he's so close to just having Valakut online to just kill our Snapcaster Mage. Alright, so next turn we have Cryptic. If he resolves a Primeval Titan... Alright, so maybe he's just scape shifting us next turn. GG, opponent. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and path before. Two cards in hand. He's probably going to get another Valakut, right? So then any mountain kills our Tasigur. And we're at 10 already. And we can't even tap out because we just easily die to like Escape Shift or another Titan. Doesn't seem great for us. Huh. Yeah, I guess I just have to pass, unfortunately. My opponent says no, play Eternal Command Sultai. I feel like this Esper list, it would not hurt to have like a Geist or two in the sideboard for matchups just like this. My opponent was saying that he's training for GP Madrid, and I just said I have friends going next week, and good luck. Okay, Escape Shift, Titan. Well, we have to 8 mana for 9 mana. All right, so we'll counter draw. And then I guess we're just going to get that new card that gets 2 lands and be dead. That's kind of like dead. That's 6 damage. Summoner's Pact. That's... Oh, yeah, so we're just dead. He's going to get another Tri-Belder. Watch, I'll just show you. He's going to get another Tri-Belder, and then we're going to take 12. Yep. No need to see it. We know what's going on. Okay, against that deck... Probably want all of this business, probably want these brutalities, probably want these Vendilion clicks. Things we don't want any of these fatal pushes. And I mean, I gotta win the game, but how god awfully slow are these Lingering Souls? Oh, don't submit yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to click submit, but if I don't pick something, it's just going to submit it for me. 2-path, Runed Halo, Lingering Souls. I guess I got to keep some Lingering Souls. No, I guess I want all of those. I'm just going to keep 1 Lingering Souls. I'm going to assume this is kind of just like playing the same matchup with Jeskai. Like, pathing to Titan is just so horrible. I'll leave the 1 path in, and we're just kind of trying to go on the discard, really slow him down plan. Play first. Guess I'll keep this, so we can snag a turn 2 accelerant with Collective Brutality. And with Flooded Strand, I'm going to get a Watery Grave. I'm not really worried about my life total, because by the time they start Valakuting us, for the most part, it's just in massive chunks. Like you saw there, it was in chunks of 6. So I kind of hope he doesn't have a turn 1 accelerant. Yeah, good. This is what we want to see. Now we want a Watery Grave. Yeah, I'll just drown Catacomb, I guess. I guess we won't hit a Sakura Tri-Belder. But hopefully we can hit something like a Farseek. Acid Moss. And an Explorer. And a Colony Heart Expedition. I'll take the Explorer. That's his turn 2 ramp. Then I think we'll get this Cryptic Command online. Actually, maybe we just go like, take this, take this. Oh, I took the wrong damn thing. Man, I hate playing discard. I don't know. Ugh. That's totally not what I wanted to take. I don't want to take that. God. Fucking discard. I swear to God. It's not what am I blaming the discard for? It's not the poor discard's fault. It's my fault. Jesus. All right. Guess I'm not going to cast that. Guess I'm just playing this and passing. It's annoying. Like everything is significantly better for him because we gave him a turn to accelerate. Didn't mean to. I just can't play with this card. This seems like, I think I'll logic not that. I am going to cast this Collective Brutality at some point here. Three mana. Excuse me. It's annoying. We know he has a prime time, so guess I'll let this resolve. Opt instead. Or opt with mana, rather. Put that on the bottom. Draw another land anyway. Play this. Oh god, it's another mistake. I definitely should have played the Flooded Strand. Because I guess it's in theory possible that we Thought Scour away like both two white sources, and then we can't, like if we were going to end up Thought Scouring. So obviously we're going to counter draw this Titan. And the Valakut starts. Suspending. Well, no, I wish I brutality'd. So I didn't say anything, but what I was thinking in my head is, well, he's got one card. If it's Scape Shift, then if it's a Titan, then if I brutality, I will issue it with something else. Alright, well, there's a click. Which we can't, I guess we can't even cast. Oh no, we can. We can wait till after he casts Search for Morrow. But I guess I'm not going to click him at his draw step. Because if he draws a land, then this is just dead anyway. And if he draws a real spell, then... Alright. Well, this doesn't really matter because this Prismaticum is already online. Click me. Wish I had something to get rid of. Snap is interesting, I suppose. So I think I'm going to snap, counter draw. I'm not gonna lie, boys and girls, I miss having burn spells. I feel like drawing lots of lands. I am drawing lots of lands. All right. Alright, so we've just lost both of our creatures. No, that wouldn't really matter. Yeah, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe what I was supposed to do is counterbalance the Valakut. That way he only kills one of our creatures when he replays it. I'm just going to hold on to this land. Like, pretend I have something. Shit. The reason that's a shit is because if I play this Vendilion Click, it just gets blown up and does absolutely zero. Alright. That's interesting. So here's the thing: the reason that I don't want to draw step my opponent with the Vendilion Click is because I'm really afraid that they're just gonna like have a land, and I feel like I need this Vendilion Click to survive. So now, I guess I'm slightly more incentivized. Now it's even better to hold it, I think, because yeah, because so now, like, if my opponent scape shifts, we're protected. If my opponent plays another Primeval Titan, he's not going to kill us. And we just want to make sure that this click gets in for some damage. And we don't want a Tri-Builder. Okay, so he cycles. Alright. He's probably just going to crack it right away. That's surprising that you did not. I don't know why you're not just cracking that, man. Look, it seems like he's just trying to find a way to quickly kill this Ruined Halo if possible. Another land. Okay, so we've just drawn like a million lands this game. Alright, we're probably going to only successfully get like one attack in with this Vendilion Click before it dies. All right, so Gob Fant, if you end up watching this, maybe I'm wrong actually. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't assume I know how to play your deck, but I was thinking that you just wanted to like crack this now, or crack this right away. This is so because like we're both so hellbent here. It just seems like you just want to look at cards. Yeah, like I would have guessed that you wanted to do that last turn. Like, what if you drew a Primeval Titan? You're probably just going to play it to get a 6/6 into play. But this is going to die to an either. This is going to either die to a land or die to. Yeah. Okay. There you go. This was my problem with playing Ruined Halo and Jeskai Geist. It was only good if you had a Geist because they just kill everything else that you did. All right. So Snapcaster Mage won't. Well, no, it won't get it done because he has a hidden 3 damage here. I'm just gonna pass. Probably gonna find something to cycle this on. I guess I could bounce this. Well, that kills us. I need a Collective Brutality. I want to draw 2 cards, try to draw a Collective Brutality, and end the game, I think. I guess that'll do it. Do I have any basics in this deck? I'm just going to get whatever land into play I can. Because now you can kill 1 Lingering Souls token. Basically, it's like a draw step. I guess if he gets a fetch land, he gets to kill... Because this will kill 1 Lingering Souls token. If he gets a fetch land, he gets to kill multiples. So, I think... Okay, so yeah, so I think we're good here because he can kill 2. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try to use... Hopefully I can use my discard where I mean to use it. Alright, let's think about this. This might be a keep here. 6, so fetch, fetch. So this puts 1, 2, 3 cards in the graveyard. I think I'm going to keep. This might not be good enough. I think what I'm going to do is just... because if we draw Thought Scour, this could be pretty good. Right, not suspending was good. Alright, so let's do... Can we cast Tasker on turn 3? That's 1, 2, 3 mana, plus 1, 2, 3 cards in the graveyard. So we can. Depends how fast our opponent is. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I think I have plenty of other ways to have blue here. What Thoughtseize now? Dang it, he has 2 of these. And he has 1 of these. Man, he's only on 1 land. I think I still take a Tribe Elder. Yeah, I'm going to take a Tribe Elder. All right, so I'm going. I guess I didn't say this. What I was saying was that my plan was to I was gonna play Snapcaster Mage on 3 regardless. So let's do that. Alright, so opponent gets to start ramping, but probably going to be a little too slow, I think. We have 2 clicks. I don't think we're going to need them all. Don't think it really matters. Let's say this should be lethal, right? 3, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10, 11. I guess I could just take the Summoner's Pack because it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to take anything. Okay, that matchup does not feel very good for us. I'm not sure what our opponent said. Maybe GG or something. I exited the game too quickly. I don't really think I have much to say. I mean, that's just the first game. But my general feelings are, this is one reason I like playing against Jeskai is playing with Jeskai is because the burn spells are good at closing the game and shortening the clock, and we just didn't have that option here. had our opponent not stumbled so badly, we may not have won. I'm not sure that Tasigur on 3 would have been good enough. Our opponent was on the play, so for us, a Tasigur on 3, we would have had to have done. So what my initial plan was to do was Thoughtseize on 1, Snap on 2, Tasigur on 3. But that would have, let's say he just hit all his land drops, he would have then had Obstinate Baloth, he would have had the Chameleon Colossus, which is pro-black. So we might have had to we might have had to play things differently. We might have had to take the Chameleon Colossus, which maybe it wouldn't have changed things too much, because the Baloth we can attack into with Tasigur, it does shorten the clock, or it slow him down. Anyway, okay, that was round 1, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. As I said in the beginning of the video, if you didn't already, check the upper right-hand corner of the screen for a link to the top 3 modern Jeskai bombs of all time, and let me know what you think. See you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.